Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Runaways, issue number 15. All right, the story started to get a little bit down, right? Like we had awesome start, and then it kind of dipped a little bit, and then it dipped some more, and it was like a little bit, and the recent was like not so great, and all of a sudden it's like boom, it's right back up there again. This story actually feels like there are some consequences. You know what else there are consequences for? Me, if I don't say who wrote this book. There actually are no consequences. Nobody seems to talk about who writes the book, but I am going to talk about the people who made the book. At least I'm going to give you the names. Okay, so Rainbow Ruel is the writer. Chris Anka is the artist. Matthew Wilson is the color artist. VC's Joe Caramanga is on letters, and Chris Anka also did the cover. So all of the art in this, minus the colors, was Chris Anka. Not too shabby, my friend. Not too shabby. Carlos Loud did the graphic design. So what happens here is basically there's a meeting. Victor decides that he wants his body. Okay, boom. So they're going to get a body. But first, all the team members are really bothered by what happened with the junior Gibberim light. They're still elder gods. They're spawn of elder gods. That's scary. That's uber scary. Not too many elder gods left. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, Serpent Crown be damned. What's his face? No, that doesn't happen in here. um, Chase Stein decides, hey, listen, man, we got to have a meeting. Before I start building or putting that body and the head together for Victor, we got to actually have this conversation here, all right? We got to talk about what's going to happen. What are we doing with these Gibberim Jr.? We got this one thing like, Gibberim light over here in the hall not letting us leave. But then all of a sudden, knucklehead Alex Wilder shows up. And he's like, hey guys, I guess my invitation was lost in the mail. Sorry, if I'm me, I'm fistigoning the crap out of that dude. I'm like, oh, you want to come here and make jokes, person who tried to sell us out to elder gods. Let me tell you what. Like, dude, nope, not having it. Not having it. So, yeah, this dude's getting his butt kicked. The fact that this dude hasn't get like Chase, of all people, I'm thinking anybody should have been whooping this guy's butt. But, what do you call it? Gert would have been the best. I would really like to see Gert kick his butt. But I'm thinking Chase at least is going to knock this dude on his butt. Get back up. Bam! Get back up. Oh, you are smart. Gotcha. So, they decide he won't decide to sit back up. But that's just me. That's just me. All right? This dude needs to get knocked down a couple times. And again, I'm not having it. If he's a good guy, that's just me. That's going to kind of kill this for me because the fact of the matter is he was used in the Power Man Iron Fist as the original main villain in that recent story just last year. So that's got to be taken into consideration also. Anyway, yeah, man, this guy, just nothing good coming from him. But character progression, more specifically with Nico Minoru. All right, this girl. She finally figures out what's up with the staff. Oh, and we now understand why her hand healed too. That was pretty good. But we actually figure out a little bit more about her. All right, about her staff. It is actually some kind of a guy, something that, if you remember back to the original Volume 1 of the Runaways, the only thing that gave the Elder Gods, those three Gibberim, the pause was seeing the Staff of One. Like that was terrifying for them. They knew that this thing could potentially kill them, wipe them out of existence, maybe summon back Demogorgon. But was that his name in this? I'm thinking too much Dungeons and Dragons. Crap, Atom from those Thor comics back in the day. Anyway, the one who eats elder gods and spits out Mephistos. Anyway, this staff is actually a living entity, which I figured. And it did take Nico a little bit longer than I would have wanted for her to figure it out. But it is kind of hampered by the idea that he says, I think you know who I really am. And then she finally, figures it out. She just didn't want to admit it. So that was cool. That was really good writing. So anyway, she's going to renegotiate the pact that her ancestor did just a little bit, and she does a horrible job at it. Look, as a guy who plays Dungeons and Dragons a lot, I know how wishes work, okay? You got to be specific with a wish. You got to write down an actual contract and hand it to the dungeon master and be like, this is what I want. Just like, okay, you got it, but I'm going to evaluate this later to see how much I can screw you up. By the way, here you go. Here's your copy, and here's a copy for the regular files for everybody to go back and look at. The pink copy, the yellow copy, and the white original. Like, you got to have your T's crossed and your I's dotted, bruh, because, man, that wish will come back and haunt you. She made a pact with a being that is used to making wishes. I'm just saying, I'd be like, when's the next time Mars aligns with the Earth and the Sun? Because, I'm not trying to play this nonsense. All right, when does everything realign so we can have another conversation? Because not having this. So, getting a whole bunch of notifications. That's annoying. Anyway, yeah, this was a solid issue. I really like this issue. Like, real talk. Again, I meant it with undulations. I know how to talk. I English good. But this issue, man, this is bringing it back up to being up on par. And I was hoping, because the previous issue gave idea that this could happen, and it did. It did. Seriously, this is awesome. So I can't wait to read this. This might not be a Sunday read for me anymore. This might be an earlier in the week read at this point, because I'm enjoying this. And the art, man, welcome back. I have nothing else to say because I don't want to be rude to anybody. Welcome back. And that last image with Nico, and you see the shadow of the staff, and it's a little bit different than what we actually see. Oh, I'm digging that. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.